Hello, and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2 Fanclub Radio. We are currently reading through episode 83. This is part 2 of 2. So let's continue. Here's another one from Shirorin-san. Alright. Yone-san, Naba-san, everyone on the staff, and Mogami-san. Hello. Yes, hello. Hello. Since Mogami-san, the voice of Setsuna's father, Susumu Ogiso, is the guest this week, there's something I would love to ask him. Alright. It's about Haruki. Through Setsuna, Susumu-san is concerned with Haruki for 5 years. And depending on the route, various endings await. They could become family or part on unhappy terms. Right? So, as Setsuna's father, and also, as just a man, what do you think of Haruki? I would be thrilled to know. Bye. This is a tricky question. And this is a very tricky question too, because being a man versus being Setsuna's father might yield a very different answer. Because even if they end up getting together, you still might hold some resentment for your daughter's boyfriend. Just because of the things that ended up happening. Like, I'm sure he realizes Setsuna's been holed up in a room crying for days on end sometimes. I'm sure he knows the answer. He's not stupid. Personally, I like him. Such an opposite answer. I like Haruki. Okay. I believe he has a single-mindedness that you don't see in a lot of young people today. Right? But if he's made my daughter unhappy, then it doesn't matter how much I liked him personally or what good parts he has. He's out. No forgiveness. Wow, I'm starting to feel like I'm actually hearing my father speak. You've got the fatherly point of view perfect. Yeah. I mean, from their first moment together, when they first meet, as I see CC and Koda progresses, he's gradually becomes a member of the family. Yeah. So I had this feeling the whole time, like, he is going to become my son. I wonder if that's how real fathers think. That's so funny. Yeah, right. And from a personality standpoint, too, I was seriously thinking he might be acceptable. Oh, so the script from when we were recording, I felt the same. Yes. And I could understand from a surface level type of thing, if you look at Haruki and you see Haruki's character and you see how he portrays himself in the beginning, he does seem like a really dependable type of guy. He seems like an honest and earnest type of guy. But it's everything that happens behind all that that's the big problem. Did you get the parts you weren't in? No, I didn't. I didn't think so. So, were you ever surprised? Oh, by the plot developments? Yeah. Did anything make you go, what? Right. It did. I thought so. Because, I mean, we got an explanation. I would ask, what went on between here and here? You asked what happened, okay. And again, if you're going to be reading a script, I'm really surprised that they don't give you more of the story so you can really know how to act. But then again, in order to act like Setsuna's father, it's kind of realistic not to know the in-between and to only know, like, realistically what he should know. You know, it makes it a more believable act. So that's kind of cool. But my biggest, whoa, that's what happened moments were while I was playing the game. So when I was playing, I started thinking, if only I'd said a little more. That was something that happened now and then. No kidding. Yeah. When we were doing the game, I'm almost completely absent in CC, so I didn't get CC. Right? So, while I did have a few words, I didn't know anything. You just had a few words. Right. When I started recording Coda, I was really glad I wasn't familiar with CC. For a lot of reasons. Ah, that makes sense. It makes sense, and it's crazy to think about. I love these behind the scenes bits because you don't think about them. If I'd known how things were with Setsuna, I think I actually might have started feeling a little weird. Good point. Yeah. Ah, so I'm glad I didn't know. Definitely, since Kazusa doesn't know either. Exactly. I think that was the right move. One example of not getting the script being the right move. Yeah. But really, I did like him. Yeah. Aw. You did? But, right? Oh, but in Setsuna's route. Uh-huh. I like the image of Susumu-san at the end, on the verge of tears, getting emotional as he's drinking his alcohol. There's a real old-fashioned feeling in that family, isn't there? Right? Yes. Like, I don't think you see a lot of fathers like that these days. Maybe so. They're an endangered species. This is a very valuable dad. VVD, very valuable dad. Yes. Feel free to protect me then. We'll protect you. Okay, let's read another one. Why don't we? Yes, let's. This is from Shobo, the one who loved Akina Ogiso-san. Akina Ogiso is Setsuna's mom. All right. Yonezawa-sama, Nabatame-sama, and Mogami-sama. Hello. Oh, sama, that's very, very polite. I have a question for Mogami-sama. Okay. Please tell me exactly what makes Akina-san appealing. All right. Of course, she's a good cook and reserved in a way that supports her husband, but the Akina-san I really love is the one who trusts and watches over her daughter when her daughter is in trouble, crying secretly in the shadows now and then. I would like to know what Mogami-sama, as the one who plays her husband, likes about Akina-san. That's such a cute question. We don't hear enough about these minor characters. I would say, yes. She's a strong... Is she a strong woman? Maybe I would say that. But first, in terms of the balance of the house, as the head of the family, we've got Susumu-san, right? Yeah. And then, to break things up a bit, his wife. To break it up when the tension gets too high. Yeah. That's what makes me think, this is a complete relationship. Right? Yeah. And I think there must have been an element of looking for someone who had what he was missing. The man himself is overly serious. Right? Or maybe not overly, but very serious. So when he gets like that, rigid, stern, when his gaze gets, intense, having someone to go, now dear, I think it's just fine, to lighten things when the seriousness of the conversation gets overwhelming. Yeah. That's something you need. Something you definitely need. Poor Setsuna's mom always had to be the mediator. There's that. And she's a beauty, too. And her voice is so charming. Right? And thus, Setsuna is born. Oh, also? We have another one. We've got a lot today. This is from Famile-san. I have a question for Mogami-san. All right. Which camp do you belong to? Setsuna? Or Setsuna's mother, Akina-san? I had not thought about that. Wow, that's so cute. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought of that either. Hadn't thought about that. Okay, let's see. Well, Setsuna is the apple of my eye. Okay. Well, Akina, don't want to? don't want to let her go. I see, so both. Both. Well, you see, love, I mean romantic love, and familial love are two different things, right? Right. So thinking in those terms, I suppose I would say my number one was Akina. Oh, that's so sweet. Aha. You keep slipping this smooth voice in now and then. What's with that? Yes, I'm trying to fool everyone. What? Don't you always talk like this? No, I just keep hearing him. Oh, okay, so it was intentional. Inserting this voice? No, I am not. I just assumed his voice always sounded this nice. That is not true. That is not true. Thank you. Thank you. It's so cute. And since we have Mogami-san as our guest today, yes, we've planned something special. We call it the Ultimate Battle, the Dodge 1 Grand Prix. Wow. Yay! Yay! Dodge 1! I'm not even sure what Dodge 1 is. I know it's race cars, I think. Yes, in the 7th episode of the anime, after the school festival show, Setsuna presses in on Haruki and suddenly brings her lips in close. You can move out of the way if you want. In the course of the show, we've examined numerous methods of dodging Setsuna's relentless onslaught and given it the name the Dodge 1 Grand Prix. This week, we would like Mogami-san, with his love of video games, Mogami, to use his gamer sense to select the most effective method. That's so funny. Dodging Setsuna the Dodge 1 Grand Prix. Out of the messages the show has received with various methods, we've created a set of command options, out of which Mogami-san will select the one he thinks will work the best. Yes. Got it. Yes. What? Have you ever wanted to dodge? I'm a pro wrestler. I don't dodge my opponent's moves. I take them. You're a pro wrestler? You would take it? Pro wrestlers don't dodge their opponent's moves. They take them. All right. Wow. Did you ever wish you could dodge her in this scene? Did I ever want to dodge her? No. Huh. Oh, that's a tough question. Back then, when it happened, I would say yes. But after they kind of fell in love and grew up, I could totally see him wanting to kiss her again. Daichu-san said he wanted to dodge. Well, but I think it's to be expected that Haruki would want that, considering everything. He wanted to dodge her, just once. He wanted to dodge. Oh, to try dodging, just to see what happened. Right. Yes, to try dodging. So it's like, after going a bunch of times without dodging her, you'll think, I'll see what happens if I dodge, just once. Sneaky. Right. And now, we're going to have you dodge. Yes, this is the Dodge 1 Grand Prix. Ah, fine, okay. Although, since it's a fighting game, it might not totally be your style. Yes, oh, good point. That's right. So in that case, you could say, oh no, you reacted too slowly and you weren't able to dodge. But we're giving you a list of options, right? So you can just pick one of them. I see. Setsuna's very strong. Yes, she is. Oh man, she must be the strongest. So, tighten your focus. Setsuna and Kazusa are both very strong when they want to be. She's final boss class. And I can't guard? Right. Yes. Oh god. You have to dare to challenge her. Be a man. That's right. Be a man. Let's do it. Now, all right, let's get right to it. All right. Round 1. Are you ready? 2, 1, go. Setsuna's turn. You can move out of the way if you want. Mogami's turn. Command 1, stylish dodge. Command 2, lowbrow dodge. Command 3, Overhead throw dodge. Lowbrow dodge. You grab hold of Setsuna's boobs. Yes! Yes! Oh, Japanese talk shows and radio shows and all of it is always so quirky and weird. Where else would you see a weird game like a handwritten cat? It's just so funny. Setsuna flinches slightly, but that isn't enough to stop her. No! Setsuna's lips make the hit. Setsuna wins. I win! Damn it. I may have lost, but I don't regret it. Since you got to grope her. Yes, I don't regret this loss. This is great. All right, these commands, 1 through 3, yeah, were adopted from the first dodge method mail we received. Sent by Tsuyoiko-san. Ah, this is the way we're doing it. Ah, yes. So he picked the low-brow dodge. When I chose, I don't know, I felt like I drew the winning ticket. Incidentally, if you'd picked the stylish dodge, you would have put your pointer finger against Setsuna's lips to stop her, but that wouldn't keep her away. Setsuna wins. Ah. For the overhead throw dodge, you make use of Setsuna's momentum as she approaches to fling her behind you. However, Setsuna, sensing what you're about to do, pins you before you can throw her. Setsuna wins! Setsuna would win everyone. What? Oh. So, shall we continue? Want to do another one? Let's do it. Who knows? Maybe you'll win this time. Maybe I'll win. There were 0 winning options the first time. All the more reason to try another round, right? Yes. This time, I'll dodge her. Round 2. Are you ready? 2, 1, go. Setsuna's turn. You can move out of the way if you want. Mogami's turn. Command 1. Mario dodge. Command 2. Figure skating quadruple turn jump dodge. Command 3. Lecture machine gun dodge. So this is Haruki, so it'll have to be the lecture machine gun dodge. You begin to lecture her. Now look, think this through, and so on, but Setsuna is no longer listening. Setsuna's lips make the hit. Setsuna wins! I win! I should have chosen a lower brow option. Lower brow. As soon as I heard an option that fit Haruki, I jumped straight to that one. And that might not actually be the best choice because Haruki makes a ton of mistakes in the game. You picked it. Ah, man. But she's not listening. By the way, option 1 came from Trinder-san. 2 came from Fried Shrimp-san. I love that name. And 3 came from middle-aged man who is depressed because he just developed far-sightedness-san. For the Mario dodge, you jump over Setsuna. Then you try to jump on top of her several more times in order to gain more lives. But she moves, so you miss. Setsuna wins. Huh. Uh-huh. And for the figure skating quadruple turn jump dodge, in an attempt to dodge Setsuna, you perform a quadruple turn jump in front of her. You fall down flat. Setsuna wins. Those were the others. Oh, I've had enough. Come on, where's the need to dodge her in the first place? Hey, you never know. You might be able to do it. Right? I might? With those options? Wait, is there more? You can keep going. You're still good. There must be a right choice, right? Not that I have any idea what the right choice would be. Maybe this would be really cool, but I think a good way to do that would just to be like, I love Kazusa. That would definitely stop her in her tracks. One more fight. I'll do one more. Let's do it. I'll do one more. I'll do it. I'll fight. Yes. All right. This is the final round. Final round. Here we go. All right. Round 3. Are you ready? 2, 1, go. Setsuna's turn. You can move out of the way if you want. Mogami's turn. Command 1, Playboy dodge. Command 2, exile dodge. Command 3, fake dodge. Those are terrible. I think exile dodge is my only option. Exile dodge. Alright, and before we get into any more of Setsuna's dodge challenge, we're going to stop off there for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of White Album 2's Fan Club Radio. We'll be back with part 3 shortly, so until then, hope you take care. See you!